Hey everyone, Daniel here from the Home of Random Productions, today with another repair video, except not a laptop, a desktop. It's been a minute since I've repaired a desktop, so let's get to it. Today we have an Acer Aspire X1920-ER21P. It is formerly Windows 7, has Windows 10 from what I was told. It's a good friend of my cousin's who asked for me to repair it. So she said that it was a hard drive issue. Let's open it and see if it needs a compressor bath. And yeah, let's do that. Considering for how old it is, it's fairly clean inside. Let's see if I can get this little camera to give us a better focal point of inside. Okay, so we're inside the computer. I'm using like a small little board. Like I was said early in the video, it is hard drive malfunction. Figure out what's wrong with it. Everything seems pretty clean, not too shabby. So we need a 10-star on the clean radar. Considering how old it is, I'll probably run it up with the compressor later on. Turn her on and see how it goes. Okay, we're all plugged in now, and let's power on and see what happens. Hopefully it works out the focus. Look at that. So that indeed, reboot and select proper boot device. Seems as it's a hard drive failure. I'm gonna have to probably pull the hard drive out and see if I can get it to read on the computer so I can pull the documentation off. Fortunately for us, the Windows 7 product key is illegible, so that means I can reinstall Windows 10 on here. Well, hopefully it's just a simple miscommunication with the motherboard and we can get this going. But for now, time for a little bit of behind-the-scenes troubleshooting. That's an oldie. Alright, so the specs are a Pentium dual-core CPU. Oh, those were the days. 3.6 gigahertz with 4 gigs of RAM. Aspire X1920 is the model. 2011. Now that's a way back playback. Yep, see. Hard drive's a no-go. Okay. That's not good. Let's we're gonna have to take the hard drive out and go from there. It's kind of funny, I don't see BIOSes like this anymore. Alright, let's shut her down, pull the hard drive out. So, just a quick update on the Acer project. Unfortunately, the hard drive is toast. I am trying my best to see if I can at least get it so I can try to recover the files on it, but it's not looking too good. So, a quick trip to the local computer shop here, and we picked up an A400 240GB SSD solid state drive, which will definitely enhance the performance of this computer considering how old it is, but it's still, you know, going to be usable. And then also, just because this type of motherboard only holds 2 SATA ports, which means one's for the optical drive and one's for the hard drive, there's no room to put a 1TB and an SSD, 1TB hard disk drive and an SSD. So what I did was I got a hard drive enclosure, which we have a 1TB Barracuda laptop spare, so I'm going to throw that in here, and then at least that way we'll give my cousin's friend space to work with in the event she needs to store some stuff, and it's also portable, so that's a bonus here. Alright, let's unbox or open the A400 by Kingston. This is actually what's in my desktop, my Corsair. Most of the computers I fix, I recommend it. It's pretty affordable, about $49.99 Canadian, and it's normally on sale, which is a great thing. I purchased that one at Canada Computers for those who were interested. Alright, so, things with SSDs. Drop the screw. Things with SSDs are, this is a normal 3.5 hard drive slot. Modern computers have now slots for 2.5mm HDDs, SSDs. So that being said, you need to get a 3.5 to 2.5 SSD bracket, hard drive bracket, whichever. It serves both SSD and HDD. I picked this up actually a long time ago, January, when I was building a office rig for a good friend of mine. Everything was off Amazon because I had to have it shipped to his house. So, and I didn't realize I didn't think the case came with the slots for SSDs and 2.5s. So I bought this out of just in case type thing. So I ended up keeping it, and now it's made use in this situation. So this one's off Amazon. It's a value, just I think it was like $7, and it does come with a SATA cable. You can open that as well. Yeah, see, it comes with a black SATA cable. It's SATA 3, so that means it's 3 gigahertz or something. It comes with a black bracket and the screws, and this just pretty much converts big to small, essentially what it is. So let's install that, and yeah, enjoy. Okay, so now that we have the SSD in, let's give her a start and load up the freshly loaded Windows 10. I do hope that the Windows 10 product key is in the BIOS. If not, like I said in the beginning, we still have access to the Windows 7 product key. So let's give it its first start. Keyboard's all lit up. Let's get into the BIOS. You don't see. That's a good sign. Yeah, let's get to the BIOS. Loaded faster than before, that's for sure. When the took a while after when the hard drive was in place. All right, let's see what we say. That's that. Oh, I got a hard disk drive. This drive. Oh, there you go. SATA SM Kingston. Start out, just make the removable disk be it, and then don't really. Okay, so let's start our Windows 10 installation. Okay, so now we're at the final process with this Acer Aspire installation, new hard drive, aka SSD. So let's do the fine and dandy bench test. So in the last video, we had a small eMachines netbook rocking the Atom processor from like 2010 with DDR2 RAM, which failed. It had all 0%. So let's see how this one does. Alright, the results are in. We have 11% on the gaming, which is a tree trunk. Desktop, 35% sailboat. Workstation, surfboard. And yeah, so overall, the PC's performance. Okay, overall, the PC's performance is below expectations. Here we go, that's per the norm. I guarantee it's probably going to say somewhere around the same computer compared. Processor, single core, graphics, too low to play 3D games or use CAD. Here we go with the SSD again. 26.8% is the low SSD score. With a better SSD, the system will boot faster, make applications more responsive, and reduce I/O wait times, which means that there's no 6 GB SSD, 6 GB SATA ports on this motherboard. 4 GB RAM is enough to run any version of Windows. And here, Intel Pentium E6600, which is worth $136 in today's market. Why would you even want to buy one? Intel G41 for its graphics. Again, the A400, 240 GB. And then unknown RAM, which is totaling 4 gigs. Alright, well, thank you for watching this repair. Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions.